Okay, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury Episode 5. We're at the halfway point with this series, and this episode is called Rock Out. Now, the premise of this episode was a lot of fun. It was the Rangers going off to this mining planet, and they've got to get a Zord from Bajilia and her forces, and that Zord being the Cosmic Fury Dragon Zord. Now, from the little of Kyuranger I've seen, I made it up to this Zord when this Zord made its debut, and this is one of my favorite Zords in the Sentai. I think it's a really cool design. It's a purple dragon. I really like its mech form that I hope that we get to see later down the line in the show, which I think we will from one of the trailers. But the whole premise of this episode is the Rangers going undercover. They've got to dress as monsters, and they put on a rock performance show for the monsters, while Zato is going undercover to sort of use his staff to wake up the Zord. And this episode also sort of puts a strain on the relationship of Fern and Izzy, because they need to go undercover and have enough Rangers doing the performance to make it seem like that all the Rangers are there, because if one's missing, then Ollie's going to know that something's off here. But he does catch on in the end, and does figure out that, hey, one of them's here, and Fern almost gets blasted, but Ollie soon finds out who it is, and he's even surprised what she's doing here. But like I said, this episode does test the relationship of Fern and Izzy, as Fern puts herself in danger, and Fern is very happy, very go-lucky, very optimistic, very peppy, you could say, with everything going on, and even if there's danger around her, she is just excited to be a part of the action. And this does worry Izzy, because like in the big Zord battle, Fern gets to go on the Zord, and she's very happy, she's very giddy about it, and Izzy's not really having it, because, Izzy is concerned about her safety, because, they're a couple. She would want her to be safe, and Fern is just throwing herself into the danger. So at the end of the Zord battle, you have Izzy giving out this annoyed sigh, like this grunt, that she's upset with Fern. Now, one thing they also do establish in this episode is Lord Zed's forces are setting up these prison camps, and anyone they capture get thrown into these prison camps. And one of the clever things they do around the writing is, well, you'd think, what are the other Ranger teams doing if Lord Zed is invading Earth? Wouldn't they try stopping him? Well, they do try stopping him, but it's implied that all the other Ranger teams have tried stepping in and stopping Lord Zed's forces, but they end up getting captured and put into the prison, so that's why we don't see him. So that's kind of solving the question, thinking, hey, what are the other Rangers doing if this stuff is going on? Well, they're captured. And one of the things we do find out near the end of the episode is that a lot of the parents have been captured. Izzy and Harvey's parents have been captured. Probably like a lot of other parents have been captured in the Power Rangers Dino Fury universe. Well, most of the parents that we know about, I think we only know that Izzy and Harvey's parents are the real ones, and then maybe Ferner's parents somewhere. You never know. But we also get the reveal that Tarek's wife Centaura is about to pop and give birth to Amelia's sister, something that we found out in the Dino Fury Season 2 finale, so that's about to happen. But also, you've got another person who is an undercover agent who kind of has some information saying that if you take out one of these sort of force fields, then all of them will go down. And immediately when Tarek talked about this undercover person, I got an idea of who it was, and you get a glimpse of who that person is near the end of the episode, where you find out that they're dating Squillia, and you see it for a brief moment, and it's Heckle, because you see him wearing the goggles, he's doing the selfies, and that just made me pop, because I was like, oh cool, we're getting closer and closer to Heckle showing up in this show, because Heckle was one of the characters that was rumoured and leaked ages ago, and I've been wondering what his role is going to be in the show, but it looks like that Heckle is sort of being this undercover agent, which would be really cool to see, like see him sort of pretend to be like snide or be evil. But I guess maybe word didn't spread around the galaxy or this universe that Heckle is good again, so maybe he's pretending to be evil. But I'm excited to see how they're going to introduce Heckle into the show when we get around to that. Jumping back to the whole sort of undercover monster thing that they did, I thought this episode would take a totally different direction with their monster disguises, because at the start of the episode you've got this sort of news reporter talking to Bajilia, and he's got these really cool like makeup prosthetics on that makes him sort of look like this lizard guy, and I thought, oh, maybe the Rangers will have disguises like that, like the makeup department will go all out and our Rangers will sort of like look like actual monsters from the show. But no, they've just got disguises on them that sort of hide their appearance. The costumes did look cool, I will say that, but I thought, like, I guess I got my hopes up too high that we'd get something cool like that, because like the reporter guy, the makeup and the prosthetics on that guy looked really freaking amazing. Like, I kind of got Flubber vibes from Big Bad Beetleborgs with sort of like that face going on, and that was really cool to see. But either way, it was really cool to see the rock show. Like, it's always cool to see Chance Perez sort of do his music thing, do his instrumental thing, sing a song here and there. Although it was mostly Izzy at the vocals, Chessa Rao sort of doing like screamo music, which at the start of the episode, they do have a discussion saying, oh, like, I think Fern says it, some people can find, it was Harvey or Fern, I do apologize. They say that like metal music can be sort of comforting for some people, or some people find it relaxing. No, it was Harvey that said that, which is kind of true, because I knew someone when I was in high school, like 20 plus years ago almost, that I knew someone that would fall asleep listening to sort of like that heavy metal screamo stuff like back in the day, and some people vibe to that, they fall asleep to that. Some people do find that kind of music relaxing here and there, depending on like the mood they're in. Some people find like heavy metal and screamo as their comfort music, which is understandable. It's relatable to some. But either way, this episode also set up the character Voltic, Josic, the big squid monster, who has a really cool design. I think he's from Zoologia, if I remember correctly. But his suit design looks really freaking cool. And he's like this hunter that had his like hunting team eliminated on the planet that the Rangers are on, because like Ollie put a tracking device on the Cosmic Dragon Zord, so he knows where they are. So that's going to be really interesting where that happens in the next episode. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. Episode 5 of Cosmic Fury was great. It had Scrozzle in it. Scrozzle's my boy, and I love Scrozzle to death. And I'm glad that he survived from being buried for 3 hours while tied up in this episode. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. I'll see you guys in the next review, whenever that will be. At the halfway point, almost done, and I'm still enjoying Cosmic Fury as I watch it at my own pace, very slowly, half of the episodes in one day, but I'm still enjoying it. And then of course we're going to continue all the way to the very end. So with that said, I'm out of here. Peace out, take care, bye.